CBT Naruto.
NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the second leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today it's live opening round coverage of the Deutsche Bank Championship. Hello again and welcome. I'm Rich Lerner alongside my friend and colleague Frank Nobilo. It is a gorgeous fall day here in Massachusetts, TPC Boston, site of the Deutsche Bank Championship, part of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Frank, a really good golf course and highly respected by the best players in the world.
It certainly is. Gives them an opportunity to score. Gil Hanse, Brad Faxon, they made some really good changes over the years, giving it that New England look, that old bunker style. And of course, they've had a PGA Tour event here all the way back to 2003.
That appeared to be a good strike right there, Frank.
Oh, good. It's just towering. Look at that hanging in the sky.
I mean, he just blasted it down the fairway, well over 325 yards. Just 37 yards to the hole. Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths. Right about 9 feet here to the hole. Oh, so close. Made a good run at birdie. He'll have to focus now. Try to walk away with the par. Trying to stay steady, make a par. Been a little too much of that, Frank, just sort of ho-hum pars. Frank, they renovated the par 5 second back in 2010. What'd they do to the hole, and how does it play now?
Well, they changed the green, especially the left side. There's a huge mound there now. It's still a driver off the tee, but before you could bail out on the left side, you can't bail out anymore. It's a devilish of a chip over that mound.
Those chocolate drop mounds give the course a really nice look.
Yeah, they just pop, and you can see them, and you know that they're problematic. He's going for a little extra. Can a ball explode?
That is big. I mean, really big.
Smoked that one.
Wow, that is a monster drive down there, about 315 yards.
Second shot.
This one doesn't look good.
There's water over there.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him. Even par, currently.
So, 2 under early on. Frank, really nice mix of holes here at the start. TPC Boston, the third, it's a par 3, about 210 yards.
Yeah, nice brick wall over the back, sort of give that look like it's been there for 100 years. But another one, really, you have to fly this ball on the green. There's no chance of running it up.
He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. Might want to check the GPS on a putt this long. Speed wasn't bad on that long putt, but the read wasn't very good. Settles in over the putt. Nice par to remain at 2 under. Frank, at 298 yards, the fourth is reachable for just about every professional. What might scare them off?
Well, that bunker on the left, that's really actually a chance to showcase your skills. And that's where you realize how much better professional golfers are. A good bunker play, especially on a hole like 4, and then you will get well rewarded.
This is a great place for a fan to watch, isn't it?
It is. You see so many different short shots around this green. The bunker shots from the left side, if you hit it over the back on the right, the little bump and run through the little valley in the green. Fun hole to watch.
Perfectly placed tee shot will set up an eagle opportunity, but then you see quite a few bogeys made here as well.
Yeah, if you stray a little bit, leave the ball too far short, then you have to play that pitch across the bunker. That's no fun.
That will be a great look at birdie. Shouldn't be a problem here. Once considered the best player at the college level, our featured golfer makes birdie, sitting comfortably inside the cut line. Let's go over to the 5th hole. Frank, you have to be impressed with what you've seen from the golfer so far.
It's rock solid. The ultimate of professional, doing exactly what you should be on a day like today.
Well, this looks good.
Certainly is.
Vijay Singh, Charlie Hoffman, and Big Henrik Stenson, they all have one thing in common. They all tied for the low tournament score at TPC Boston, 22 under.
And they're all good. Yeah, this is a golf course that obviously gives in to the longer hitters. And if there's just a little bit of sting taken out of the greens, then these long hitters have a huge advantage.
I like the looks of this one. No problems there. Really good approach shot. And now, good look at birdie. Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll.
Good birdie right there, moving to 3rd place on the leaderboard. This is one of the most challenging holes on the golf course, Frank. 465-yard par 4 6th.
Yeah, just hit your tee shot in between those two trees. You don't have to be too aggressive. You really do have to hit this ball on the fairway because that green is tucked very close to the water.
That is just a beautiful shot. So a little slow out of the gates, but now Frank's starting to pick it up.
Yeah, and into the ebb and flow of the game. We know you can't hit good shots all the time, so if you can just ride out the little bad patches like now, then things can still get up very quickly.
See how they do on this approach.
Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
On the green, and a chance for birdie. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Frank, that's not one you're necessarily thinking about making.
No, just a good putt, though. There's no two ways about that. He's putting well.
Just a tap in to finish the hole. Doesn't dig into the lead with that par, but Frank, sometimes, and you know this as well as anyone, you just have to kind of maintain your footing out there. This is a pretty sizable par 5 here, Frank, the 7th.
But it's reachable. There's some mounds down there. If you keep it down the right side, hopefully that tee shot can kick it a little forward. And then that green, angled at about 45 degrees, very reachable.
Really powering up here. Well, those are good numbers right there. 320, 320 yards. Just crushed it in the fairway. Frank, here at the 7th, there's a choice to be made.
Yeah, you can see the distinct reward for a good iron shot. If you get that ball on that right tier, then it's certainly a relatively flat birdie chance up ahead.
It has been a ball-striking clinic today, hitting one green after the next. See if you can get this one to drop. Big birdie putt. That was a nice birdie, and no doubt he's feeling pretty good about his position on this leaderboard.
A series of good holes in a row has got him to this point.
Now to the par 3 8th, and Frank, what's the best way to go here?
Hit your best, and then you're looking at making two.
Here we go. He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. And getting ready for the putt. Racking them and stacking them right now. 6 under par for the tournament. Hole number 9, Frank, 472 yards. Good par 4.
Yeah, if you blink, it'll catch you.
That is massive off the tee.
Meters, yards, I don't care how you measure that. That's got to be what? 300 meters, 325 yards, something like that.
Frank, here at the 9th, what are most players trying to do?
Well, you really have to be aware of that bunker. That's about 25 yards short of the green. If you finish up there, that's one of the hardest shots in golf, the long bunker shot. So you've got to carry that, even if you want to run the ball onto this green.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. That's well played. And now a good look at birdie.
Really? This is that awkward length.
Oh, I thought he had that. Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knock it in for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but it is going to hurt the cause.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Just a superb performance on the front side. He's hoping to keep it going here on the back nine, Frank.
The game is so much easier when you're swinging well, putts are going in. Really, you've just got to keep out of your own way.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
How about 7 under par now? Frank, like all TPC golf courses, TPC Boston has the fan in mind. So you see those mounds throughout the golf course that gives people a chance to just sit, relax, and watch some golf. And there's a nice shady spot on the hill behind the 11th.
Yeah, that's just before the 12th tee, and you really do get a look at the tee shots coming in 11, as well as the little undulations and contours on that massive green.
Early part of this second nine, a good approach shot, and now pretty good chance for birdie. This one just requires a little bit of focus.
Continues to putt 18.
Moving on now to the 12th, and Frank, describe this hole for us.
Sneaky good par 4. It's long enough, sort of that 450, 460 mark, bends a little to the left. Really, you want to be in the middle of the fairway here, because that second shot with the green just tilting towards the hazard, one of the toughest second shots you have on the golf course. There's always advantage of hitting it further than most, Rich, and straighter than most. When you put the two together, it's just straight up a head start.
Ready for a second shot, trying to knock it on the green. Regarded as a very accurate player, that shot says it all. Good chance here. Continues to amaze, yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Back-to-back par 4s here at TPC Boston, set to tee off, Frank, at the 13th.
Nice big tee shot here, once again suits the long hitters. There's a little bit of a quarry that you've got to carry across. Well, when he goes after it like he is here,
right out of the center of the bat.
Did you hear that? Oh, that's fine.
Frank, what a turn of events here.
You're absolutely right, Rich. This round started off completely on the wrong foot, but he's managed to somehow keep his composure and turn this round completely in the other direction.
Seems to like it. He's headed for the fat part of the green. Birdie try up next. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Really starting to shine, moves to 10 under for the tournament. Frank at the 14th now, and anytime you get a par 4 that is almost 500 yards, it gets your attention.
It does play downhill, though, so you don't have to smash away here. It's better if you can get something moving a little right to left. Then it will take the natural slope. You get a little more yardage out of it that way.
What a drive. Just tattooed that. Second shot coming up here at the par 5. Making it look easy at this point. Another beautiful approach shot. From about 8 feet. Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, you couldn't hit that much better.
Well, in the words of the late, great baseball commentator for the Yankees, Phil Rizzuto, it's time for Holy Cow, Whitey. That's 11 under par. All right, Frank, we're teed up at the 15th, and a lot to talk about with your caddy on this tee shot.
Yeah, which club, which line, series of bunkers down the left, that one short right doesn't really come into play. Another one, really, fairway first.
Well, he's going to have to hit the same club a lot harder or just hit another one. That would be a great look at birdie. Good job right there. Now making a move and setting himself up for, who knows, a good weekend run, maybe at another title. The former college standout has been excellent today. Not looking good, Frank.
I think it's wet.
Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck?
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Count that for a birdie. Frank, the 17th here at TPC Boston underwent quite a radical change.
Yeah, that renovation and that redesign that they did, it changed the character of the hole, but they still kept that big mound in the middle of the green. So that second shot is still punishing if you misjudge it.
And players nursing the lead, they might want to think about playing it safe down the right side, but if you're trying to make up some ground, you could try to fly the church pews that divide the fairway into two sections, and that would give you a nice short wedge in.
Yeah, give you a short wedge in, but really the risk, is it worth it?
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Under on the day. Frank, the 18th here at TPC Boston has generated a lot of buzz through the years, hasn't it?
It has, and those changes have just made this finishing hole so much better. The fact that they've narrowed up the front of the green, they've made that left side more severe. Now you can't bail out on the left. If you do, it's an awful little pitch or even a putt up the hill.
The addition of that pot bunker, Frank, how has that changed the hole?
Well, if you stray off the tee or find one of those bunkers with your tee shot, you really have to be aware of exactly the distance that little pot bunker is away. Because if you just sort of whack it out of the bunker and lay it up there, you find the next bunker, then you're in trouble.
Pure strike, good result.
Right, and that is close.
Shouldn't be a problem here. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all. Rich, in that great opportunity, name on top of the leaderboard. It is only round one.
Good place to be.
CPT Naruto, over and out. And also shout out to Tori Kelly's album coming out 1 month and 14 days ago. It came out on August 9th, 2019. Today is September 23rd, 2019. And it's her third album. It's called Inspired by True Events. It's amazing. I bought it. I listened to the whole thing. It's amazing, like I said. Yes, I love it. It has 16 songs on it, just like her first album, Breakable Smile, which also has 16 songs on it. And my top 5 favorite songs on it are, not necessarily in this order: Coffee, Change Your Mind, Two Places, Pretty Phase, and Before the Dawn. Before the Dawn is my favorite song on the album, and Pretty Phase is my second favorite song on the album. Tori Kelly. Us Tori Kelly fans are going to keep loving and supporting you. So, yeah. And with all that being said, CPT Naruto, over and out.